Next. Is water wet? I am very passionate about this. I have a very, very passionate answer about is water wet. Okay? And my answer is no. Water is not wet. Because wet is an adjective. And then, because water is not wet, it's not dry, it's just water. Okay? That's my idea. Water is not wet. Water isn't an adjective. Okay? Exactly. Water isn't wet or dry. It's warm or cold or hot. You can't. Only some adjectives are saved for water, and you just can't use wet and dry as ways to describe water. But you can use like cold, warm, and that's it. Okay? Isn't that pretty good? Isn't that pretty good? Okay, let's see what chat thinks. Well, exactly. So, is water wet? Chat thinks yes? What? More than half of you say yes? What? No way. No, but I feel like it's definitely no. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. Is water wet? Okay, that's not, it's The Guardian. What is that? That doesn't make any sense. Water is wet in the sense, no. Is water wet? Liquid water is not itself wet, but can make other solid materials wet. Exactly. Exactly. Incorrect. The East Texan, yeah, as if Texan, nope. Is what? Yeah. BC, big cock, wrong. Is no. The water is not wet. Wetness is a sensation we feel when we touch water. Water isn't wet by itself, but it makes other materials wet. Exactly. Okay, I think half of them say yes, half of them say no. I still believe that water is not wet. Okay. Define wet. Flushed. Covered or saturated with water. Yeah, but is water saturated with water? Like, water is not covered by water. Imagine you have one water particle. Okay? Ah! Oopsies. That was silly of me. Okay, you have one water particle, but this water particle isn't covered by other water particles. It's just water. Right? Oh my gosh, this is how I got my keyboard all messed up last time. I should be careful. I don't get it. The only thing that I know is I just love this video. Has chat seen it? Is water wet? This is my favorite. Oh, this is my favorite thing. I love this video. Okay, 1 second.
It's not wet. And not until you take the fish out and expose to air, now it is wet. But if you are surrounded by water, you're not wet. Water is wet! If you don't know water, you're wet.
Who's saying?
If you're surrounded by water, you're not wet. The same way we're surrounded by air.
I'm surrounded by air. I'm not dry. That's what you're saying.
You're dry.
Okay.
You're dry.
Yo, bro, ask the question again.
If you're surrounded by air,
Cup and pour the water on top of you. No matter how little bit of water gets on you, you are now considered wet. Correct? So if you're all surrounded by air, you're dry. If a fish is all surrounded right now, me as a human being, there's no water on me, right? I'm surrounded by air. I'm dry.
Okay.
Once a bit of water touches me, I am now wet. A fish in water, surrounded by water, is not wet. Once you take the fish out of the water and expose it to air, once the air touches it, it is now considered wet because it's hit with the air. Not just water around it. When something is completely submerged in water, it is not wet.
care about the riddle, bro.
Okay, just ask him.
No. Y'all not serious right now. So you're telling me that when a submarine is underwater, it's not wet. So this is what you're saying right now. You're basically saying that it's dry. You wanna know why? Because wet and dry are opposites. So if something's not wet, then it's nothing. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. Think about what you're saying right now. Think about what you're saying right now. So you're saying that a fish is dry. That is what you're saying. That is basically. No.
Oh, the shit's coming off, baby.
I'm not breathing. If I'm breathing, I'm breathing. That's just how it is, right? Everything has an opposite.
That's the question. Stop.
Oh, the shirt's off, baby.
Doesn't now dry again.
Stop. Yo, bro, water. What is it? What are you gonna call it?
I wouldn't call it wet or dry. I wouldn't call it.
Bro, it's nothing. It's space. That's what you're saying.
You don't go to.
That's true. Okay, wait, now I'm confused. Okay, so water, okay, a fish underwater is definitely wet. So you have a fish is in the bowl, right? And that means that the fish is wet. Okay, that makes sense. But that's a fish. But water itself, is it wet? No, because you can't, like the water itself, like there's nothing to wet. Because it's just water. Like you can't wet yourself. And for that reason, water is not wet. You can't wet yourself. No way. I'm confused. I thought that video was supposed to be about water wet. Yeah, I want to be wet myself. Okay, okay, does chat agree with this? Is water wet, yes or no? No. This is the hardest question ever. I actually don't know. No first, yeah first. But 66% of you say yes. That's wild. Okay, that's fine. We'll move on.